Well, it's now my first full day here and it's absolutely chucking it down with rain.
However, I wasn't going to let the rain dampen my spirits, and I spent most of the morning exploring Chinatown. The Chinatown Heritage Centre recreates the life of shophouse residents from the 1950s and is a fascinating way to see how people once lived here. One of the star attractions of Chinatown is the Buddha Tooth Relic Temple, a Buddhist temple that houses what is believed to be the left canine tooth of the Buddha.
So, Buddha Tooth Relic Temple is one of those places that is a must visit if you're coming to Chinatown. I mean, the architecture is amazing and it's just so interesting to see a different religion being practiced and see the way things are done so differently. Chinatown was really interesting and I'm sure we'll be exploring it plenty over the next few days, but now I'm going to go somewhere else and I've decided first I'm going to go to the Botanical Gardens.
The Singapore Botanical Gardens were founded in 1859 and is the country's first UNESCO heritage site. Spanning over 60 acres, the gardens feature a number of attractions, one of which is the National Orchid Garden, which is where I'm heading.
Nearly there now. So I found this pathway that overlooks the symphony stage that is well known within the Botanical Gardens. Finally made it. Here we are inside the Orchid Garden. What a beautiful display. There's a couple over there taking wedding photos, so everyone's having to rush past in order to make sure that they don't get in the way of the photo. It's quite funny actually.
By the time I got back from the Botanical Gardens it was already dark and all the lights in Chinatown had been switched on, and I've got to say I really like how it looks.
So I've decided I'm gonna call it an early night and I'm heading back to my hotel now, but when I get there I'll give you a tour of the capsule I'm staying in. I would stay out and do a bit more, but I'm still suffering from jet lag and I am extremely tired, so I'm gonna stick out, just go to bed and hopefully build up enough energy for tomorrow.
And here's the capsule which I'm sleeping in while here in Singapore. I honestly find this capsule to be quite cosy as I really like the texture on the walls, which makes it feel that much more home-like, and the bedding, while simple, is just what you need for the warm climate of Singapore. I feel that these capsules have been very well designed, and one of my favourite features is this coat hanger bar you see here, which allows you to store more things in your capsule without taking up too much bed space. One feature that I really like about this capsule is that the entrance is on the side and is fairly large, which helps to make the capsule feel that much more spacious. After a good night's sleep, I've now properly recovered from jet lag and I feel full of energy, which I'll need for all the walking I'll be doing today. Unlike the day before, the weather today was sunny from the get-go, which is just as well considering I'll be spending all day outside. I'm heading for the McRitchie nature trails within the Central Catchment Nature Reserve to see the wilder side of Singapore.
So I just got off the bus and it's just around the corner from the start of the jungle trek to the treetop walk. And honestly, that was quite an enjoyable bus ride because I got to see some sights of Singapore that I would never normally have seen, because the metro you're completely underground, whereas the bus you're above ground and everything, so you can actually see what's going on around you.
And so it begins. That way. This is amazing. Beware of falling durians. God, if they keep falling on your head, that must be worrying. Oh, that one has a baby. There's a whole group of them here. Look at you. Oh, he's so cute. There's more up in the trees. Tiny baby monkey. Well, bye-bye monkeys. Whoa, you just did a big jump there.
You can't understate how hot it actually is here. No joke, it's boiling. The closest thing I could describe it to is when your oven is open and you walk past the oven, you get that blast of hot air coming out of it. That's how hot it is here, almost all the time. It is boiling. So I think I might be starting to get accustomed to it a little bit, but it's still extremely tiring on me and it makes this walk so much harder. Well, less than a kilometre to the treetop walk now, so not far to go. So over here's where I started, where I got off the bus, and I walked all the way over here. Oh my, that is a really big ant walking over the map. It's huge. So I came down here. I'm currently here at the range station. I'm going to go up here to get to the treetop walk.
The path from the ranger station to the treetop walk was steep, and combined with the heat, it made it pretty tiring. But boy was it worth it.
Don't look straight down, the floor is grated so you can see through it. But oh my god, this is amazing. Yeah, if you don't like heights, don't look down. Or if you're really bad with heights, don't even come here. But it is worth it for the views. Wow. Whoa, it's wobbly. Wobbly! Wow, look at that. Bye bye treetop walk. The view was just amazing. I mean, I don't even know how to probably describe it, but seeing a rainforest from such an angle like that, and being able to see the reservoir and a few of the buildings in the distance, it's just amazing. And here it is, Jelutong Tower. Goes quite the way up. To be or not to be? I'm sure that'll have the crowds buzzing. Okay, I'm almost at the top. Just one more level. It's a long way down. If you'd have told me 10 years ago that in 10 years' time I'd be hiking through a rainforest by myself, halfway across the world from everyone I know, well, I wouldn't have believed you. But here I am. I think if I took that, then I probably took the orange trail, because the orange line goes back up here and all the way back up to the car park. But I also went down to Jelutong Tower. The orange trail, this one here, is about 7 kilometres. So I walked at least 7 kilometres, probably another one, probably 8, I think. I'll have to figure that out when I get back.
After all that walking, I feel like I could fall asleep in no time. But I'm glad I did it, and I'm still just as excited as ever to see what tomorrow will bring. My first few days in Singapore have been a blast, and I can't help feeling that it's only going to get better from here. So all I can say for now is, bring on tomorrow!